Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan with Her Courage to Plan. Today we've got to go ahead and update our savings and our debt tracker for the month of July. Now if you missed our June debt and savings tracker update, I will link it up above and you can go back and check it out if you so desire. But this is where we just keep track of our saving funds that we have, and I just want to make sure that each month we track these funds and of course our deposits and any withdrawals. So without further delay, I'm going to go ahead and let's complete the savings tracker first, and then we'll get into the debt tracker. Now I'm using my Pigma Micron archival ink pen. I generally use it in my Bible journaling when I'm writing stuff in, but I also like to use it in my paycheck budget journal from time to time. So if you are interested, I do have a link down below. I do love the way this writes as well. So for the saving funds, right now we have three categories. We have our household emergency fund, we have our son's tuition, and we have vacation. Now in August you'll see an additional fund which is for pets, so we've decided to go ahead and add that savings category for pets as well, but that won't be until August. So for the first category that we're going to update is the household emergency. And many of you all know we are working on our 1 month saving goals for our household emergency fund. Now I did an initial video, I'll link it up above if you want to go back and check it out. And I showed you guys how we came up with our 1 month all the way to our 12-month savings goal for our household emergency fund. So our starting balance in this account was the $1835.09, and you know June's ending balance is always July's starting balance. And then we actually had no withdrawals, and our deposits were a total of $650.08. So our ending balance in this fund, we take the $1835.09 plus the $650.08. We have a total of $2485.17. And then for our son's tuition, now we do have an additional $645 that was deposited to the son's tuition account. So it did not come from the household budget account. So I need to make an indication here, because our starting balance was $455, and of course there were no withdrawals, but we are headed into the fall semester, so we will definitely do a withdrawal very soon to pay his tuition. So we did do a deposit of the regular $150 that came from the household, plus there was $645, so $150 plus $645 is a total of $795 that was deposited. And then our ending balance, $455 plus the $795, we have $1250 in the son's tuition account. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a notation here, because when I look back, I always look back at our budgets and our trackers. I don't know if you guys do that, but I like to make sure that I understand, where these numbers came from, so I don't want to forget. So I'm going to make another notation here for son's tuition, and just put here that there was $150 was from the household. So I'm just going to put HS, I'll know what that is. Then plus it was $645. All right, and that's personal. Just put P. Now when I look back at this, I can say, okay, so this is the deposit total. So I'm just going to put deposits was equal, and that way I'll know. So that's just for me. And then I'll skip a line, and then our last account is the vacation. And our starting balance for our vacation account was $1047.52. and then there was no withdrawals, and then there was $100 deposit. So our total for our vacation is $1147.52. And then what I like to do is I'll go ahead and bring these totals down. So the $1835.09 plus $455, and then the $1047.52. So our starting balances were at $3,337.61, and we had no withdrawals. And our total deposits for the month of July, $650.08 plus the $795, and then the $100. So our total deposits were $1545.08, which is awesome. And then of course our ending balance, $2485.17 plus $1250, and then $1147.52. So we have a total in all funds $4,882.69 that we've ended July with. So that is awesome. So now let's go ahead and get into updating our debt tracker. All right, guys, so I am at the debt payoff tracker for the month of July, and I have the 2 receipts where I've paid the $125 regular payment, and then I went back and did the extra $125 payment. So on July the 24th, the HELOC payment was made, and that was the regular payment. Our starting balance, and it shows you here previous balance, $2195.25, so that's what it was. And the minimum payment was $125, and there was no extra payment on that day, but the total of $125 was paid. And you'll see here on the receipt the ending balance is $2,078.91, and of course that was done in person. And I went back on July 30th and made the extra debt payment, and guys, you see here the balance is below $2,000. guys, this is amazing. We are making headway. It's just awesome. I love it. So we are below the $2,000 mark. I'm just so excited. So July 30th, HELOC again, and our starting balance, as you see, the previous balance was the $2078.91, and then $125. It was not the minimum payment, but this is the extra payment. So that was $125, and the total payment on that day was $125. And you see here our balance is $1,955.96, and of course that was done in person, and I love it. And you see here $2.05 went towards the interest. So we are making headway. I like to just, bring down a couple of these totals. So $125 minimum payment, extra payment, total payment $250, and then I'll just bring down the ending balance, which is the $1955.96. All right, so that is it for us updating this debt payoff tracker for July. Let's go ahead and get to our debt tracker jars. Now, if you have not gotten your debt payoff tracker bundle, I do have this in my Etsy shop. I give you a host of different trackers, guys, and I do have the link down below in the description box. But if you're just wanting the neutral tone, I do give you this as part of the new 12-month paycheck to paycheck budget journal. But you can also purchase the actual bundle separately. So for July, of course, a total of $250 was paid, and we get to start shading, guys. So I'm going to use my Myliner, and I am kind of obsessed with brown. So I'm going to use brown. Since I'm using the neutral tone jars, I can use whatever color I want. So let's go ahead, guys, and I'm going to get to shading. That felt very, very good. I am just loving how this is coming together. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill in our large jar. All right, guys, I am at the Debt Payoff Tracker large jar, and we get to shade, let's see, the balance is $1955.96. So we can come just above this line where it says the $1835.61. So we have a little bit of shading that we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and get to shading. Guys, that felt really nice. I am loving how this is coming together. I'm just loving it, guys. It feels really good to be able to shade in the trackers and to actually get a visual of progress. So I'm very, very happy about the way it's coming together. So the next thing we have to do is just update our running totals. All right, guys, so this is where I update the running total. So it's basically mirrors what we've already plugged in for the month of July, but this is a year running total. So the first one is going to be July the 24th in HELOC, and then the starting balance was the $21.95.25. So we started out at $21.95.25, and then we did the minimum payment on that day. And it wasn't the extra payment, but the total payment was the $125, and then it brought our balance down to $2,078.91. That was in person. And then I went back on the 30th, and the balance, of course, was the $2078.91. And this was not the minimum payment, but it was the extra payment, and that total was $125. And so our ending balance is at $1955.96, which is awesome. So we have updated our trackers. All right, guys, so leave me a comment down below. How is your debt payoff going for the month of July? And yeah, guys, you already know the deal. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you later. Bye.